Yes, and it's two of the powerhouses looking to try and get out of this very competitive group, because when you get down to this stage of the competition, only the best will survive to go on to the third round, when the top 6 nations in the world will battle it out. These two in a group with Poland and Argentina. Only the winner is guaranteed to go through. They carry on their points as well. So with Poland facing Argentina later and pretty much assured of a victory there, this is effectively a battle for second place. The loser here could be eliminated right at the start of this second round in a fiercely competitive Pool H. But of course, Serbia and France not only keeping an eye on each other, but also keeping an eye on Poland. And a couple of their fans have arrived early ahead of the game tonight against Argentina. The French have their ups and downs in the first round, lost a couple of matches to Brazil and the Netherlands, both in 5 sets. There's a few Finn fans. Finland played here in the first round. They don't want to go home. As for Serbia, well, they lost their first match against the United States, also in 5 sets, but have won 4 straight since. And both these teams have had their defeats, but they both come over 5 sets. The two teams that know each other very well indeed. And it's France that have had the edge when they go head-to-head. They lead 3-0 in World Championship action, including a 3-1 win in Poland last time out. France also won 3-0 in the 2015 World League. They went on to win that year. And for a bit more recent history, they won 3-0 against Serbia twice in this year's Volleyball Nations League. And they are back to full strength. Let's take a look at the Serbian lineup. Keep an eye on number 9, Jojovic, their setter, and their big hitters. Number 2, Kovatrovic. Number 8, Ivovic. And the good news, though, for France is the return of number 10, Kevin Leroux, who checked out of the first game against China, hasn't played since. But they're very happy to have the man voted as the best middle blocker in the Volleyball Nations League this year back in the lineup. Could Kevin Leroux prove to be a difference maker in a match France know they have to win if they're to have any realistic chance of progressing to the third round? Huge pressure on both these teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for our team's national anthems? Dame i gospoda, neka se ispravi za da čujete nacionalne himne na Volleyball. First, the national anthem of Serbia. Prvo, nacionalni himn na Serbia. And now the national anthem of France. A сега националният химн на Франция.
So the national anthems signal that we are about ready to start, although first we must meet our two match referees. One will take the high chair on the far side, one will take the low position on the near side as we look.
The first referee from United States of America, представлял Соединенные Американские Штаты, господин Ronald Stowe. The second referee from Canada, второй судья от Канады, господин Scott McLean.
So our two officials are from North America, one from each side of the border. Ready to meet the starting lineups for the two teams. As I mentioned earlier, it's pretty much what we expected. The real bonus of Kevin Leroux being healthy again for France. Uros Kovatrovic is one of the big outside hitters. And here's the other one, Marko Ivovic. Setter, such a flashy player. Alexander Atanasievich, the opposite hitter. Marko Podrashkanin as a middle blocker, double Olympian. And Sreko Litsinats, the middle blocker. And Nikola Rozic is the starting libero. There he is, number 19, Nikola Gerbic. The head coach, Olympic gold medalist as a player, great setter in his day. Confirmation then of Serbia's starting lineup. It's a very strong one indeed. The French starters are being introduced. Benjamin Toniuti, their setter, Ervin Gapeth, a powerful outside hitter. Kevin Leroux gets his place in the starting lineups. Stephen Boyer, another strong outside hitter. Thibaut Rossat, Nicolas Le Goff, another middle blocker. And Genia Grebenikov is the libero for Laurent Tilly's side. His son Kevin is also in this squad. A 54-year-old who's been in charge for 6 years. Delighted to be able to bring Leroux back into the lineup. He's spelled in his absence by Barthélemy Chinenyeza. They will get quite a bit of playing time today. We will have to see. So, high stakes in this one. Only the winning team out of this pool is assured of going through to the third round when we whittle the group down to 6. Very, very tough to get out of the second round. The best 2 records of the second place finishers will qualify, so there is every chance you can finish second in this group and not advance. Serbia have the point advantage carried over from the first round. The pressure is on the French to win this one, and they will start with the big hitting Ervin Gapeth, the 2017 World League Most Valuable Player and best outside hitter as well. And it's a strong start for the Serbs with Alexander Atanasievich going cross-court. Both these two teams loaded with players who know what it takes to win the World League. France won it in 2015 and 2017. In between those years, the winner was Serbia. So Lisinats with serve. And the attempted rescue there from Ivovic. Nothing doing. So the far side spike then from France gets them on the board early. These two coaches know exactly how much is on the line in this one. It is a huge game. And here is Kevin Leroux. Such a dominating middle blocker. The World League's best middle blocker in 2017, and the Volleyball Nations League best middle blocker earlier this summer. A massive presence. Quick take, easily put away by Marko Podrashkanin, the middle blocker, the double Olympian. Well, Leroux will never beat you with his serving, and if something's coming in as easy as that, the team would expect to handle it and deal with it. And Serbia did. So some early feeling out going on here. As Atanasievich will serve, they'll take it down the far side once again, where Stefan Boyer comes in with a big hit. They do have strong outside hitters, France. If Ngapeth doesn't get you, Boyer will. So Boyer then up to serve. Nicely handled by Kovatrovic. Take it on the cross court. The stuff was there. That was Nicolas Le Goff just gobbling that one up. No way past the big fella. Towering presence of Le Goff gobbling that one up. Boyer then will continue. He's just pushed that the wrong side of the line. You will, of course, at this level see servers going for the edges, looking for the corners, dropping it on the line, because if you just pack one up there that drops centre court, it's going to come back. Uros Kovatrovic then, part of the 2012 Olympic squad. They'll push it outside. A lovely reverse set there. And driving through was Stefan Boyer. Very strong start from him. A wonderful set. Just look at that. Not a chance of getting a strong block over there. Ivovic was on his own. By the time he had company, that ball was long gone. This could be trouble. Ivovic just has to dump it over. A great chance here for the French. They'll stuff it behind again, and Boyer is off to a flyer here. That is 3 kills out of France's 5 points. Laurent Tilly will probably be thinking, keep feeding number 12. He's up for this today. Thibaut Rossard, another member of the 2017 World League squad, up to serve now. Oh, it's a zinger. Really is. And he's stuffed out of it again. Oh, this is a very dominant start. It really is. Le Goff once again just rising and dominating. There he is, big fella in the middle. Great penetration and presence there. Just got to tuck in here, Serbia. It's a very confident start from the French, that's for sure. Podrashkanin up to serve next. Serves the libero. That is going to be mishandled by Podrashkanin in the back court. That was an easy point. The Serbs thought they might have had a chance at that one, but Podrashkanin going astray, and big Le Goff comes up next. Generally speaking, middle blockers don't overwhelm you with their power serves. And there's another floater that just floats away, and that's absolutely disastrous from the serves. Rosic will get it back, but what a chance here for France, and Boyer will finish the job. Well, created their own misery there, Serbia. Mishandling service reception, and France it is who make the early breakthrough here, and we get to the first technical timeout point with the French leading this first set 8-4 and looking good. Well, a very strong start then for Laurent Tilly's side. Tilly came into this one saying we're a little bit beaten up. Certainly capable of going through this particular group unbeaten. The same could be said of the Serbs and, of course, the reigning champions Poland. It's a horrible group for Argentina to find themselves in. There's any scenario where they could qualify anyway, but they will be cannon fodder for the big three. And who is going to come out of this group is impossible to gauge. Le Goff floats one long, so he will sit down, and Serbia will look to try and mount a response here with Nikola Jovovic, the setter, going back to serve. It's really easily handled. Gapeth will put that one away. No pressure at all coming from the Jovovic serve. And at this level, you're probably going to get punished for that. Haven't seen much of Gapeth, with Boye doing all the damage on the outside. Nice switch there, and Ivovic finishes the job. I think the French rather bit on the middle attack there. Nice creative set from Jovovic. Set the rest up. Ivovic then will now serve as Serbia look to try and claw this early deficit back. Oh, it's a good one, really good one. Grabenikov's just had to push that over on first touch, and they paid the price for that, didn't they? Lisinac rising high in the middle of the quick set. Very, very difficult to defend that, even when you've got blockers, the likes of Leroux and Le Goff. Leroux nowhere near it. So Serbia looking to claw this deficit back. The net serve, a very aggressive serve from Marko Ivovic. And it's side out France. And Gapeth. They faked one way, went on the far side, and Juros Kovatrovic finished the job. Again, they were rather frozen by Lisinac and the work he was doing in the middle there, France defensively. The big middle will now go back into serve. And Serbia still looking to just try and fight this back. They might have a chance here. They will, because Rosar was blocked out of it. And a nice touch there from Kovatrovic. And Serbia are back in business here. Remember, they were 8-4 down. They clawed it back to within a point. Still with work to do here, of course. Everything coming off the quality of the serve there from Lisinac, who will continue. Rather different serve, but similar result in the sense that the initiative has passed to Serbia. Kovatrovic couldn't get it one side, so they'll switch it to the other side, where Atanasijevic will get the job done. Just like that, Serbia have wiped out that 10-point deficit. That's impressive stuff from Nikola Gerbic's side, and it's enough for Laurent Tilly on the other side to say that's enough of that. Time out. Well, Laurent Tilly knew this wasn't going to be an easy one. I guess after those first 12 points, when France had that really strong start, helped massively by Boye and the blocking from Le Goff, and everything was clicking into gear. Well, Serbia just started going through the gears now, and the last two serves that Lisinac has sent in have been aimed at the libero, Grebenikov. Will he look for the French number 2 again? No, he won't. Varies it up. They'll take a touch on the way through from Rosar. So side out France. As big Le Goff comes back in. As Leroux will go back to serve. His serve didn't cause any problems at all last time he was up. It's a little bit harder to handle, but Ivovic has done a good job with it. And just like that, problem. And it was Le Goff getting way too close to the net, I think. Perhaps Rosar. Either way, the point goes to Serbia. With Atasevnijevic. They continue to serve the libero, who handle that one a lot better, and Boye, as a result, was able to dispatch the spike in style. With every point so precious, these two teams won't want to get drawn into a 5-setter here. They'll both be thinking of winning in 3 or 4 if necessary. You get 3 points if you win 3-0 or 3-1, but only 2 points if you win 3-2, and the losing team gets a point as well. But with Poland starting out 3 points ahead of Serbia and 4 ahead of France, and expected to manhandle Argentina, as net serve from Kovacevic. A 3-2 result here wouldn't do either of these two teams any good, and it would make the Poles very happy indeed. It would give them a little bit of breathing room. Rosar then back. France serving 13-12. That early lead is gone, but can they build something back up again? Skims the net on the way over. Oh, and that's a wild one. Marko Ivovic. They're going to say there was a block touch, though. They're asking for a review of that. Player reaction will always tell you if it's a strong call or not. And everybody went over in the direction of Coach Gerbic to say, yeah, that's worth a look. And they did so very quickly as well, so every chance. Actually, the call is a net touch, not a block touch. Well, it was certainly a very, very quick response on the Serbian side. They certainly thought they saw something. What's there? The net was moving, but that was not caused by a white shirt. So the challenge, yeah, moving before, you can hear Marko Ivovic is having that explained to him. American referee, the net was moving before. That's why they called it. They saw the net move, but it wasn't as a result of a French blocker. So the point stands. The point is France's. France back in the lead here. Oh, almost fluked an ace there. Jojovic has rescued that. And the block is too good. Guess who? Le Goff once again. Well, all the talk has been about Leroux coming back. He's off court at the moment as Grebenikov, the libero, is playing, but Le Goff is owning the net at the moment. That's a third stuff from the big French middle blocker, Nicolas Le Goff. France, just like that, are starting to pull away here as Rosar continues to serve. That goes out. Serbia, though, with some damage to repair again. The second technical timeout comes when the leading team reaches 16 points. Podrashkanin then is back then for Serbia. To try and repair some damage again. They continue to serve the libero on the outside. Taking a touch, Stefan Boye. They will go to the second technical timeout, France. Not with a 4-point lead, but still a healthy 3-point lead. That certainly took at least one deflection on its way through. So the French back in control then of this first set.
Et toi, par contre, toi, dans le trio, t'as le meilleur contreur. Da se dešava kada je jako visoka lopta. Donju tija sklanjaju i imate na krajnjem legova, imate dvojni blok na visoku loptu. Ali nemoj da gađate po paraleli, zato vam je srednja.
Well, the message will be from France, not that they need to be told this, of course, though. Serbia very capable of just charging straight back at them. They've done it once. They'll certainly be looking to do it again here. Off the back of the timeout, Le Goff will serve. Towering presence, real physicality about him. Not just tall, but built as well. So pretty comfortably handled. That's the result. Atanasijevic with the kill. So side out Serbia. One of those you just can't really deal with. Starts getting up over 100 kilometers an hour. Not a lot you can do. Jojevic's serve is repelled. Lisinat's getting there. Well, they've got the initiative here, Serbia. Oh my goodness. That was a little bit unlucky. That big net cord from Lisinat actually took the ball and spun it out of play. Really unfortunate there. So that's France back in control. It was a point they probably didn't think they were going to get either. Toniuti, the setter. The block once again was too good. This is just going to get dumped back over from Jojevic. Toniuti will send it over to Ngapeth. He can't get a winner. But on the far side, Alexander Atanasijevic for Serbia can. Big point that for the Serbs. Keeps them in touch. Just getting it off Le Goff. LaRue, excuse me. Le Goff is actually off the court at the moment with the libero Drabenikov in, and they've been serving the libero and continue to do so in a really impressive one-handed set there. And Ngapeth will get the glory with the spike, but what a rescue from Toniuti. Absolutely brilliant. That looked like it was going to be sailing straight over. Well, the timeout has been taken in by Serbia. You don't want this set getting away. What adjustments can Nikola Grbić make, if any?
Il y a Pétriche qui rentre, ça peut être aussi une cible sur flottant ou sur tracé, d'accord? Ok? Ok.
While the French just want to carry on doing what they're doing. And another point on serve you would think would pretty much wrap up this first set. Not quite there yet. And it's the first to 25 points. You must win by 2 clear points. And Ngapeth looking to take France a step nearer. Petric has hoisted that up in the air. And the block got there, but Atanasijevic was too strong for it. Side out Serbia. Sreko Lisinat, who's got a serve on him. Looks to try and conjure something up here. They need a couple of quick points on serve. The Serbs. Drabenikov is still the target. They're going to get control of this one, though. The serving team. Yeah. Atanasijevic pulls that one back, despite the dive from Ngapeth in the backcourt. And here comes the Serb challenge once again. Not for the first time. Alexander Atanasijevic has driven in. Too strong for Rossard. LaRue trying to get over there to help. And the Serbs now looking to level it up here. Will Lisinat continue to serve the libero. Yes, he does. Oh, it's a good one as well. Grabenikov's done well just to rescue that. And talking about done well, what about that from Stefan Boyer? We've seen his power. There, we saw his touch. That was beautifully done. Absolutely beautifully done, because Lisinats was lurking there. If he'd put any more on that, it would have been an easy pickup for Lisinats. As it was, the big fella couldn't get down there quick enough. Nice take. Now, Gapeth can keep that alive, and does. Rossar can't beat the block. Jojovic sets it up for Kovatrovic. Nothing doing there. Touch doesn't work for Boyer. But eventually, Thibaut Rossard gets there, too strong for the block. And that, you think, wonderful rally going in France's favour. Will probably be enough there. They just have to get probing and testing. And the Serbs off the back of this. Coming off Podraščanin. Off the back of this. It's a last roll of the dice here for Grbić as far as this first set is concerned. The coach can take 2 timeouts in addition to the 2 technical timeouts per set. Well, it's not mission impossible for Serbia. It is only 2017. But at this level, you either have to rely on a mistake from your opponents, or you've got to come up with something absolutely dazzling yourselves. Because France will happily just side out from here. Just wrap this first set up the easy way. Can Leroux put in a challenging serve? Goes for the jumper. That is just way too long. Side out Serbia. In desperate need of 2 quick points on serve. Can Alexander Atasenievic, who's been playing as well as anybody in a blue shirt in this first set, can he conjure something up? Goes for a big aggressive jumper into the net cord. Side out France, and that is the problem that Serbia have got. You have to gamble with your serve. There is always the risk of a net serve or a long serve. And then it's side out, and if the French pick up another point on serve, this one is really over. Boyer, D2 nets, side out, but France don't care too much. They can happily side out from here. The pressure's on Serbia to find something. Juras Kovatrovic up next. And the first set clock is ticking now. Anytime you get to 20, it's a sprint to the finish line. France are over that. Nicely handled by Gapeth. The touch doesn't work from Rossard. 2 big blockers there. Rossard instead takes it the long way and pushes it way too long. No touch on the way through. And just like that, Serbia have clawed one of those points back. Yeah, he's not too happy about that. That's a big miss. Kovatrovic looking to level it up here. It's much better handled, but it's come back. Still initiative France. Nice reverse set. And Boyer wasn't messing around there, was he? Boyer's done a lot of his damage from that position there on the outside. Absolutely demolished that kill. The speed he generated as well. Side out France. They still have it where they want it. The Serbs have tucked in here, waiting for a chance to pounce as Thibaut Rossard, the outside hitter, comes up next. Really big ball toss there, too big. Side out Serbia. Tony who set that point out, will come back in as Antoine Rizard, a more defensive-minded setter, had gone in at the front there for the French. And it's Podraščanin looking for that point on serve that will level this first set up, and they're not going to get it like that. At least a metre too long. Side out France then, Grebenikov out, Leroux back in, and Julien Delaunay also comes in, specifically to serve. He replaces Le Goff. So Laurent Tilly hoping that his surprise weapon can come in and clinch a point on serve. He's had a couple of Serbians going for it. But he's also defended there off the Atasanijevic attempted spike. Too good. Too good. Stefan Boyer hasn't missed many, if any. And that takes the French two-set point. And you would think no way back here. Again, rising high. And even though Petric and Lisinets were there, they couldn't get anything on it. Lionel will continue to serve. He's brilliantly kept alive by Lionel, but a second attempt should be a formality then. And indeed it is for the Serbs. Alexander Atasanijevic keeps it alive, but the pressure here now immense on Nikola Jojovic. That's a tremendous rescue for Lionel. Plays his club volleyball in Shanghai, the new man for France. Very experienced, double World League gold medalist, like so many of these French players are. Jojovic then needs 2 points on serve to keep this first set alive. He'll do well to get one. Brilliantly done, absolutely brilliant, and it was the man of the moment there, Stefan Boyer, floating it over the block, dropping it into space to wrap it up for the French. They've taken this first set 25-21. Just shows how hard it is to come back when you fall behind. They were 8-4 down, Serbia, always chasing after that, and were never able to draw level again. One time they did, France pulled away again, and that was that. And how clever is that? That's changed it completely. So first blood France then. Remember, in this must-win game for both these two teams, look at the numbers, no aces, 16-13 to attacks, those 3 blocks, all of them from Nicolas Le Goff. Proved to be a difference, 6-9 opponent errors. And Serbia, once they'd had a couple of early blocks against them, were always chasing. And in this game that both teams really need to claim, ideally within 4 sets maximum. It's France that are on the board first. Up to Serbia, World League champions of 2016, the Olympic gold medalists of 2000. Medalists in the 2010 World Championships as well. It's up to them to find a response. France looking to go one better than they went in Poland 4 years ago when they ended up 4th in the World Championship. The first part of that, though, is getting a win here over the Serbs. It's Kovacevic with serve. Gapeth too strong, a big power hitter, Ermin Gapeth. When he swings, you've got to get something behind it to have any chance of keeping it in play. Well, Gapeth was rather out-hit by Boyer in that first set. He won't mind about that, of course. It's very much a team game. Sent in a real sizzler there as well, which Ivovic was scrambling around for. Now the block gets the job done, and the first touch there from Lisinac wasn't effective, and the point goes in favour of Serbia. There was a net touch there, which I think was against Lisinac, and sorry, the point goes to France, should I say. The point goes against Sreko Lisinac. Put his hand up to acknowledge it there as well. So an early jump here for the French, which means Gapeth will continue to send in some strong ones. And that is an ace serve delivered straight at the libero. Just couldn't handle it at all. Rosic bamboozled there. Oh, this is a really good start. Terrible start for the Serbs. Well, they continue to serve Rosic. That was a much better take. And, they've got a bit of work to do here, Serbia, but they are at least on the board. Yeah, nicely done, Lisinac. Now come up to serve. Both serving the libero. Lisinac with the rescue there. Ivovic stuffed out of it. Boyer was there, so too was Leroux. It's a 4th block point for the French. It's the first one for whichever one of those two got their hand on it first. Now, was it Leroux? Like it may well have been Boyer. Boyer double figures for kill points in that first set. He really has got off to a sizzling start. The French number 12. Now here's Leroux. Very aggressive serve. And the pipe attack. Too strong from Uros Kovacevic. Straight down Main Street. Side out, Atanasijevic. Up next then, Serbia again, early here in this second set, doing what they had to do for most of the first set. Chase something. That's not ideal. No, it's not ideal at all. And the antenna contacted there by Thibaut Rossard, but he was put in a really bad position there. And there's one of those points brought back, yeah. Look at him reaching and stretching, had no chance of bringing that in. Absolutely no chance. The back of the overpass. Serbia looking to draw level here. Won't get it that way on the big serve from Atanasijevic. Side out France with Boyer. .11 kill points in the first set. Net serve there. Boyer, side out Serbia. Ivovic. touch on the way through there, so Boye can tack another one onto the tally. Another despairing attempted block here from the serves. A wonderful set as well. Really impressive stuff. Tonuti very quietly having a big say in how this match is unfolding. Rossard just drives one in, really well handled by Kovacevic, who finished the job as well. The block was there, couldn't control it. Serbia sticking close here. Still they look to level. Podroskanin with serve. Early take there from Legoff, that didn't work out. A bit of footwork there though from Kovacevic. Brilliantly done, and then finished by the big fella Nicolas Legoff with the put away. It always looks flashy and impressive, but any time a foot is involved, it means you're improvising wildly. Never what you want to see. So Legoff, who's just lowered the boom, look to serve here. France continuing to protect their very slender lead here. The lead grows off the back of the block on Kovacevic, who was very close to the net there. That'll take France to the first technical timeout, 8-5. It was 8-4 in the first set, 8-5 here, France. The quick start once again puts pressure on the Serbs. Well, that's exactly what Nikola Grbić didn't want. His team under pressure and chasing already. They do at least have plenty of time on their side, but they had plenty of time on their side in the first set, although they did briefly draw level. The French quickly just pulled away again. So they're playing without any pressure at all. Laurent Tilly's side. Nicolas Legoff will look to continue to dominate here. That was too good. Kovacevic. A very similar position where he was just blocked out of it. Wasn't going to miss out again, was he? Bisecting the blockers nicely there with the cross court. Side out Serbia. Jojovic. Another dazzling set, absolutely dazzling reverse set there. And Boye driving through once again. He's continuing just to wreak havoc here. Look at that. Only Kovacevic was able to react. No chance of getting a teammate over there alongside him. Even Kovacevic was pretty much left standing by the quality of that reverse set. Atasevic goes cross court, side out. Kovacevic will serve. And they pull this back right here. No, they can't. Big middle hit from Rossard. Side out France. With Ngapeth, and we know this is a guy that puts a little bit of extra mustard on his serves as well. Top spin in there, he's taken everything off that one, had him diving as a result. Creative there now. There was definitely contact on the antenna there from one of the French players, so that's a cheap point. And interesting that Ngapeth tried to fool the Serbs there, but it didn't work. Yeah, there. Making contact on the antenna. Ball or hand touched that antenna. It's a dead ball. So still Serbia chasing here with Sreko Lisinats. Serbs Grebenikov, as they seem to be doing the whole match. Handled in the back court. Oh, no, did that take a touch on the way through? No, it did not, but I think that's going to get looked at. Tasanijevic went straight back to his coach to say, you got to challenge that. That is indeed going to get looked at. Well, as confident as the French were that it didn't take a touch, maybe that was a bit of kidology, because two of them said no, and then, as you saw, Alexander Tanasievich just said, well, I think that's worth a look. May well have a point here as well. Block touch on the way through. That's what Serbia are looking for. Anything there? No. Still insisting that there is contact. Petric just went straight over. Just had a word at the chair. In fact, not Petric, excuse me, it was Anastasievich. But the challenge thrown out after a review. So the French were right. They did not touch it. Long from Leroux. Side out France then. Tanasievich is back. It's a big serve. Didn't even catch the net cord, went underneath it. So the French operating with a little bit of breathing space here in this second set. Stephen Boyer will look to try and add to that if he possibly can here. Now both liberos have been getting targeted with serve. This one goes instead to Kovacevic. Really starting to look a little bit sticky here for Serbia. Not at all a surprise that Nikola Grbic calls timeout. He is staring at the very real possibility of being 2 sets adrift here.
Kad je teška lopta, ili na servisu njihovom, ili na našem primu kad je odpreše lopta, tražimo jednostavne rešenja. Jednostavno, visoko, zaštićemo se i produžavamo.
Problems building here for Serbia. What can they do about it? Trailing 13-9 here. Boyer continues with serve. And Gapeth is there to take care of that. The block can't keep that in, and the French are running away with it. Rossard winning that duel on the far side against Jovovic and his blocking partner. Now a change for Serbia sees Petar Krizmanovic come in for Podrashkanin. That's a straight middle blocker for middle blocker. As Grbic just tries to shuffle the deck here, this is trouble. It wasn't very well handled at all by Legoff. And they got away with one there, Serbia. That's a missed opportunity for the French as well. Could have pretty much iced this second set if they'd taken full control of it. Instead, it was Petric just driving in. Lots of bodies being shuffled in and out at the moment for Serbia. Petric, who just got that kill, will now look to serve as well, as Serbia look to claw back this 4-point deficit. Nicely handled by Rossar, who will look to try and finish the job here. The block beats him to it, but at the second attempt, no stopping that. Big super spike rising high. The big man once again. Well, we know what he can do with his blocking. He can do some pretty devastating middle hitting as well, can Nicolas Le Goff. And Rossar then will continue with serve here as the second technical timeout looms. Kovatrovic wins that duel. Le Goff unable to come up with the goods on that occasion. They need a lot of help here. As Krizmanovic, another one of the new faces, goes back to serve then for Serbia. So Krizmanovic is in, Petric is in. And it's not making much difference, that one. They're saying caught the line, and they want this reviewed as well. They do have one challenge remaining. I guess when you're 15-11 down and possibly 16-11 down, if that stands up, you might as well review it. It looked like it was worth a challenge. If it's caught any of the line, it's only a little nibble of it. But if any part of the ball circumference touches any part of the line like that, then it's in, and that's clearly in. And that's Serbia out of challenges now, and Serbia seemingly out of chances in this second set. The second technical timeout arrives with France 16-11 up.
I da čekamo našu šansu time što ćemo da idemo da ih napadamo mi na servisu. Jeste me razumeli? Okej.
Well, nothing has gone right for the Serbs at all here so far. And while you do see 16-11 deficits regularly overhauled, you always need your opponents to give you something. At the moment, the French are looking pretty mean when it comes to giving things out. Here's Le Goff looking to continue Gallic dominance of this match. Won't do it with that. Pipe attack comes in. It's a deep one from Petric. And that was a very, very wishy-washy serve. And you can afford to side out from this position. Petric took a bit of a risk, and it paid off. They were hoping that was going to go long, but it didn't. Jojovic. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no, they're saying no. Net contact, but I think that it has been accepted. That's a cheap one. That might just give Serbia a little leg up that they need here. Now, can they keep this going? Petric recycles that. Just has to touch it over there, Atanasievich. And then the job finished by Ngape. Nevertheless, they did pick up a point on serve there, the Serbs. They were always struggling there, weren't they? It's just a terrific rescue, but no chance of a power spike from Atanasievich to finish it, and that was Initiative France. Still healthy and comfortable here, the French. Toniuti will serve. Atanasievich too good with the cross court. Short circuiting the block there, side out. Kovacevic then to serve. Oh, it's a good one. It's a really good one. Yeah, it's just a question of who would finish the job. And it was Alexander Atanasievich. That was an ace all the way. Had Ervin Gapeth not managed to keep it in play, but all he could do was send it back over the net. So the Serbs pull another one of those points back, giving themselves a chance here. This is where the Serbs really do have to be resolute. They're asking a lot to come back from 2 sets down against France. Brilliant from Jovic, or Rosic rather, absolutely brilliant. They'll go a far side, and that was picked up, but not under any control. And Atanasievich continues the revival here. Serbia clawing it back, point by point. Another one, and will be level, and for the first time, Norotili is feeling the heat here. That is a very impressive burst from Serbia. Very strong response. So, can Serbia keep this going, or will their momentum have been broken by that timeout? Kovacevic with serve, and Gapeth has handled that pretty well. Can't finish the job though. Really good chance there for Serbia to finish the job, which they do with Alexander Atanasievich. Yeah, just like that, we're level. Oh, what a tremendous response. Now suddenly it's Serbia motoring through the gears, but in the first set they clawed a deficit back, drew level, only to let it slip again. Gapeth handles, Boye loses out. The block came back and touched Boye, and this tremendous Serbian revival is continuing here, and if Boye is starting to misfire, you're in trouble. Big win there for Lisinac. Far side. Kovacevic with a skimmer. Oh my goodness me. Well, they've done really well to get out of that after Evgenia Grebenikov got the ball back on serve with his foot. Gapeth finishing the job. Now that might just steady the French down a little bit. It was another opportunity there for Serbia, but somehow France have conjured something out of that. But their lead is gone, and it's going to be a test of nerve now. Gapeth nets as well. Krizmanovic back. There's a big defensive blocker then for Serbia, as Sreko Lisinac drops back. Really big jump serve. Really well handled by the libero and put away in some style by Boye as well. Boye has not had the impact in the second set that he had in the first set. Terrific pickup by Grebenikov as well, it has to be said, as they've been going after him. Well, there's a reason Evgenia Grebenikov was the best libero of the 2014 World Championship. That's one of the reasons why. His ability to pick up, and the stuff block comes back. Legov was certainly there. I think Boye was alongside him. Indeed, and it's Boye that gets the touch. Nothing Nothing doing there for Alexander Atanasievich. Leroux. Leroux's serve has not been a story today. Kremenikov will come back in then. Well, who can find something in a moment of inspiration? One little error, and we'll decide this set now, one way or the other. That's an easy leave. Atanasievich then to serve. Kremenikov has kept that up. Boyer blocked out of it. Gapeth's done really well. Rossar has been blocked out of it as well. This is really strong defense from Serbia, and in transition they've almost won it. Rossar though just has to recycle it. What a rally this is. Atanasievich denied by Gapeth. Brilliant dig. Boyer. Oh, what a point. What a point. Both teams at full stretch defensively. Dig after dig on both sides of the net. Tremendous rescues. And eventually, it's Boyer somehow getting through, despite the efforts of Kovacevic back court. Well, it was Boyer that came up big there. And it's Boyer serving now at 21-20. It's a net serve, it's too easy. Petric then. Long. Well, both teams really going for their serve, which is why we're seeing so many nets, so many long serves coming in. Antoine Rizard replaces Benjamin Toniuti, the backup setter, who's a little bit more of a physical presence defensively. As France look to get a point on serve that might be enough to secure them this point. Ooh, that's a good serve. But really well handled. Coming in, cross court, Alexander Atanasievich yet again. The most reliable hitter that the Serbs seem to have at the moment. The block unable to get welded together because of the creativity of the setting. So still nothing between these two teams. It's first to 25, but you must win by 2 clear points as Krizmanovic serves. Side out, France. And they're going to go for Julien Leinil again. Back in to serve at a critical phase. Le Goff will check out. Leinil showed his defensive worth when he came on late in the first set. Can he come up with a serve here? Kovacevic just about handles that. And the block is there, the big stuff from Irvin and Gapeth. A big hitter comes up with a big block that takes France to set point and forces Serbia to take a timeout.
Probajte da vidite kako podbacuje loptu, da li će udara ili će da je flot. Okay. Ako je flot, kredat će da je prebaci. Ljudi, dajte da damo lijepu parabolu. Izađu, okej? Daj.
Well, they fought so hard to get back into this second set. Well, here they are on the precipice again. And it's this man that's come in and made a difference again, Julien Leinil. Can he wrap this second set up? Set point, France. Quick take. Leinil's there to keep it alive. Back court, and Gapeth. Petric with the rescue. And once again, it's Alexander Atanasievich coming to Serbia's aid. So Lionel will come out as the libero Rubenikov comes back in, and Jojovic gets ready to serve to keep Serbia alive in this second set. It's a floater, and Gapeth handles that. Oh, and what a miss! The pipe attack was set up beautifully for Thibaut Rossard, and he's blown it. Oh, what a let-off that is for Serbia. Look at that. Oh, he was put off by Lisinac. You have to give Lisinac some credit for the job he did, but he knows. That was a horrible miss. And Gapeth's blocked out of it as well. And that's Atanasievich again coming up with the goods. And it's now set point Serbia. And Jojovic will look to wrap it up, and if France lose this, what a blown opportunity. Well, that's gone wide as well. They really fell apart there at the end, the French. That's extraordinary. Well, they had set point. 24-26, they were serving. They had the pipe attack perfectly set up. Thibaut Rossard missed that. And collectively, the French fell apart thereafter. Serbia, who chased and chased and chased, did the right thing, stuck around. Waited to see if somebody would crack on the other side. And the French broke pretty badly at the end of that second set. So we're level, one apiece. All to play for then. This one's up for grabs now as we look at the numbers. 15-12, Serbia coming out on top with the attack points. 4-2 for block points. Well, there's still a French strength at that. What an opportunity they had for a two-set lead there, the French. Is that going to come back to hurt them? Benjamin Toniuti, their captain. Get this third set underway then. Ooh, towering inside spike from Sreko Lisinac, the middle blocker. All 2 meters 5 of him. striking a note of authority right at the start of the set for Serbia. Lisinats again. It was Rossar making a mess of that. Despite the attempted rescue from Toniuti. Rossard's having a bumpy spell at the moment. Kevin Leroux comes in, finishes the job for the French. A slow start here. A little indication of just how important Alexander Atanasievich has been for Serbia. He is the leading spiker now in this match. It's 16 after 2 sets, going ahead of Stefan Boyer. Those two continuing with their personal duel. That's really nicely played. Far side by Nemanja Petric. They needed his veteran experience. And the captain has come off the bench for Nikola Grbic and has just helped settle everybody down. Clever. Atasanijevic. Grubenikov's done brilliantly. So too has Kovacevic. And the job has been finished with authority by Petric, and there's a whole different feel about this Serbia team at the start of this 3rd set. Well, they fought back so strongly, even then. They needed France just to mess up at the end of the 2nd set. But they've been given a new lease of life here, and boy, have they started fast. I think another point goes against the French here. They may well be burning an early timeout. Atanasievich continues. That was never going to happen, was it? Laurent Tilly is prowling that sideline. The French coach looking somewhat concerned. Leroux. Nicely dug out by Petric. Job finished near side by Atanasievich, who is having quite a match for the Serbs. As indeed is Petric. His presence has just changed the dynamic of this match. Kept alive by Boyer. And that's not a winner from Rossard. Ah, clever. Yeah, Boyer winning that little duel. Oh, this is important for the French. Really nicely played by Stephen Boyer. Knew exactly what he was doing then. Haven't seen too many aces in this match. Very thin on the ground. Can Boyer find one? No, he can't. Kovacevic handles that. And the put away is there as well from Krizmanovic. The block is there. Gapeth has recycled it. Boyer goes cross-court and hits with such power that even though Atanasievich was there was nothing he could do with that. That was driven in at him, hard and fast. My goodness me. That was travelling. Well, that's the two big hitters targeting each other there. Fabulous duel. Let's serve from Rossard. And it's Jovovic that will drop back to serve then. too good. Lovely angle taken by Juros Kovačević there. Set up really nicely, and it's Serbia who started the first 2 sets slowly that have got off to the flyer in this one. At the first technical timeout, they lead it 8-4, and France need to regroup in a hurry.
Now it's time for our new challenge for the fans. That is not, ladies and gentlemen, if you see yourself on the screen, you can do that. You can cut.
Tačno zoni 6. Pomeramo se ovama, udara kao jedan graniče naša zona 1. Ne udara kratku dijagonalu, sve okreće kao ovamo po sredini terena ili kao paraleli. Okej, četvorke imaju problema da proteraju loptu, ljudi. Prvi tempo ne diže kada je lopta dalje okreće, okej?
Well, ever since Thibaut Rossard missed that middle hit, which would have won them the second set, the French have been wobbling horribly. Ironically, he is now sitting down as the coach's son, Kevin Tilley, comes in. Such a sporting family, the Tilleys. Both parents were Olympians. It's certainly been passed down the genes. It's been picked up really nicely. Did it take a touch? Yes, it did. That's another point in favour of Serbia. And it's Jovovic who will continue to serve. There's the French now, the team that's looking to just introduce some new, fresh blood, just to try to change the dynamic of a match that's starting to get away from them. Well, it's not getting away from Stephen Boyer, is it? He is still hitting with some authority. Leroux comes back in for the French. As we just see Boyer split the 2 blockers, which wasn't the hardest thing to do in that situation. And Le Goff will serve an ace. Maybe that'll get the French going. It's only the second ace of the match. Both of them have gone in favour of the French. Gapith got one. Now the big fella's got one as well. Here he is looking for more. Not going to get it that way, are you? Not going to happen that way. Lisinats. But the big assist goes to Nikola Rosic. The libero continues to get picked on here, but his service reception was much better there, and Juros Kovačević will go back to serve for Serbia, who are still comfortable here. Still early, though. Grebenikov handles serve very well, and Gapith works the block brilliantly. Side out France. So many volleyball points are about service reception. Get that right, everything else follows on. Toniuti, oh, talk about service reception being mishandled. This is just dump and hope time for the Serbs. Oh, but you don't have to hope when you've got a block like that coming in from Sreko Lisinats, and it was Ervin and Gapith that he took out of there as well. One of the most reliable spikers France have got. Lisinats was not going to be denied. That's a real big stuff. It keeps Serbia in complete control of this third set. That's a real morale sapper for the French as well. Big jump serve from Lisinats. Handled by Grebenikov. Boyer getting it done again. Cross court, taking a super angle there. Driving it down onto the court. No stopping this. Absolutely no chance. Only one blocker over there. All you've got to do is beat the blocker. That's going to be that. Oh, Gapith then. Got a big serve in him, as we know. All the momentum got taken out with that net cord. Atanasijevic will have another go here, and he's blocked, but it goes out. Even though there were 3 of them there, Atanasijevic decided, well, I'm going to take you on. Not once, but twice. And having secured the point, he will now serve as well at 12-8. It's a good one. Grebenikov has handled it really well. Going in wide there was Boye, denied. Atanasievich not denied, and that one is going deep into the stands. What a deflection that was. No bringing that back. Well, Atanasievich is continuing to turn up the heat here. Every time he hits with some authority. The French have had to call a timeout here. This set has a doomed look about it. Well, it's been a very slow set for the French. They've really carried a hangover of that second set into this third one. Barring something extraordinary here, it will see them needing to win over 5, and it wouldn't be a shock if this one went 5. The Poles would be delighted about that, of course, with 3 matches in a row and dropped points. 3 matches in 3 days. That took a touch on the way through from Tilly. In comes Le Goff to provide his considerable bulk in the front court for the French, who haven't given up on this one, and there's still lots of time left in the set. Leroux back to serve. Kovacevic has kept that alive. Oh, and blocked out of it as well. Le Goff just cleaned out Nemanja Petric there. Now the French are coming back. Three-man white wall there, facing Petric. No way through. Well, they've still got that little cushion here, but it's going down, that cushion. Got a slow puncture. Leroux nets, side out Serbia. Petric was blocked out last time he was spiking. What can he do serving? Brilliant rescue there from Toniutti, but that's all it was, a rescue. Oh, what about that though? The block is there again. That may not have been Le Goff this time. That could have been Boye. Whoever it was, it's a big point. The Serbs not happy about the call. They're getting this talked over. Well, let's see who got there. Yeah, indeed, it's Boye. Boye proving his worth as a two-way player. Still France with work to do. And any time this man's around the ball, good things do happen for them. Here is Boye serving. Atanasievich missing out. Boye blocked out of it as well. It was Kovacevic over there with Krizmanovic. Between them, they were saying no way. And that was all Uros Kovacevic's own work. Boye denied, which hasn't happened very often. Side out then, Serbia with Petar Krizmanovic. A big middle blocker. Serving his opposite number 7, and Kevin Tilley, son of the coach, comes up with the kill. Talk about the bloodlines. His brother Kim, a top-level basketball player as well. The sons of the father there, Laurent, the Olympian. The mother was Olympian. Kim plays in the Euro League. Kevin here representing France. Very, very talented sporting family, and that was nice to finish there by Uros Kovačević. So side out Serbia after the technical timeout, which the Serbs reach at 16-12.
Sad ćemo da vidimo sa ovim dizačem da li će koji tempo da da. Jer ovaj pre toga nije dizao tempo uopšte. Okay. Ali očekujemo tempo eventualno ako je dobra lopta. Ako se odvoji, čitaj. Okay. Ajmo!
Well, the French have been playing catch-up right from the start of this third set. They're still playing catch-up. They do have time on their side, but they also have a 4-point lead to erase, which effectively means they need 3 points on serve. Not impossible from this situation. But it's asking a lot. As Nikola Jovovic will serve for Serbia. Benikov handles. Boye stuffed out of it, incredibly kept alive by Ngapet. Absolutely brilliant from Irvin and Ngapet. How on earth did he do that? Well, this might just have kept the French in it, not that spike. That was easy. The dig, that was extraordinary. It's a big point. Now they need points on serve, though. That point had gone against them. It was probably too big a mountain to climb. Goff serves. There is a block there, but that is going to go deep and deeper and deeper. Atanasijevic with yet another winner for Serbia. What a match he's having. Now, Barthelemy Shinanieze does come in to the lineup. Seen a lot of playing time. Antoine Brizard, a defensive setter, is in there as the pack is getting shuffled, and a foot fault there called against Kovačević. That's a cheap point. Well, new bodies coming in. The likes of Shinanieze and Tilly, and an ace serve coming in as well. Well, they are picking up some traction here. Rizar is getting a bit of extended playing time here, coming up with the ace. Well, just a glimmer of a chance here. They needed 3 points on serve. There's one pulled back. That's an ace as well. Oh no, it was called an ace on the side, overruled in the chair. And as a result of that, it's going to be challenged. Well, the chair overruled the side judge there. The side judge marked that as an ace in. Overruled in the chair, and immediately the French called for that to get reviewed. And the side judge got it right. And that challenge stands. So an ace serve. And Antoine Brizard's introduction has been enough to transform the direction of this third set. And they're worried again now, Serbia. They called a timeout. Well, they've got a great chance now, haven't they? Finally woken themselves up. Just shrugging off the disaster at the end of the second set. for the taking. Only to let it slip away, but new bodies coming in have really helped. And Antoine Brizard will look for another ace, won't get that one. They won't be reviewing that either. Nevertheless, 2 of the 3 points they need on serve have been clawed back. And Serbia have no margin for error now. Sreko Lisinac back to serve at 18-16. At this stage of the set, it's all about points on serve. Handled nicely by Tilly. Gapeth can't find a winner. Kept alive by Lisinac. Inevitably, you know who, Alexander Atanasievich, coming up with yet another cross court. And that's a point on Serbian serve, so just as it looked like the French had given themselves a really good chance. Danger of slipping away again. And, it's the serve number 14 who's been just hitting home run after home run in this match. To use a baseball analogy. Lisinac then will continue. Oh, that's gone. Just got out of the way of that. Grebenikov only just got out of the way of it as well. Nevertheless, only just was good enough. Side out France. Still leading those 2 points on serve to get level. And Gapeth certainly got an ace in his locker. Can they pull one out right here? Not like that. Kovacevic handles. And the point goes in favour of the Serbs. And Boye rather disconsolately trudges back. The guilty party. So Atanasievich looking to try and get the Serbs over the line here. 20-17 they lead. Grebenikov has handled that really well. Boye has finished the job spectacularly. Again, all about service reception. Grebenikov couldn't handle that much better. So that brings in Big Legoff back again. With Bartolome Shinanyeze back. The serve then for the French. Time running out on them. They need 2 points on serve. Is there a chance of one here? Oh no, that was a little bit unlucky. Atanasievich came driving in. And Brizard was there, but could only steer it straight into the face, I think, of Stephen Boye. Boom, yeah. I mean, volleyball players have quick reactions. But Boye had no chance to speak. That was coming at him. And that's Serbia looking just to get over the line here as Petric misses wide. Side out France. That'll bring Boye up next. Jovovic, and inevitably Atanasievich once again, although most of his kills have been cross-court. Buried it there and went down the line instead. But net result was the same. What a match he is having. There is a positional change here as Nemanja Petric comes out for Milan Katic. Part of the 2016 World League gold squad. Both rosters absolutely loaded with outstanding players. Oh, the stuff is there immediately. Look at that, and that's probably it. And that was Nikola Jovovic, the setter, getting the block point. Oh, this is a big bonus. This really is a bonus. That's where you want it. You don't expect to beat Legoff in that situation. But that brilliant stuff from the setter pretty much wraps up this third set. The Serbian comeback continuing here as Petar Krizmanovic floats one in. Boye, nothing doing. Juros Kovacevic sending that one back to sender. That'll take the Serbs to set point. They'd rather run away with it since that second technical timeout This is going to get looked at, but more in hope than expectation, you suspect. This is one of those, well, I've got a challenge, might as well use it challenges. They're hoping to get a net touch against the Serbs. Anything doing? Not a chance. Well, when you're 24-19 down, you might as well throw a challenge out there. You just never know. But that was always destined to fail. Set point then. Serbia. Tilly keeps the French alive. But the odds now stacked against them. Here is Kevin Tilly. Needing 4 points in a row. Well, that took a touch on the way through from Atanasievich, of course. Now that wraps up a pretty comfortable point for the Serbs, and wraps up the set for the Serbs as well. They started fast, they withstood a French rally, and they finished strongly as well. In between, they were pretty closely matched, but the strong start, the strong finish, and that's Serbia wrapping up a 2-1 lead here. And yet another point for Alexander Atanasievich, who has just been absolutely sensational in this match. So, Serbia started slowly, coming on like gangbusters at the moment, winning that 17-10 with attack points, 4-3 with blocks. France with a couple of aces, advantage 3-1. Their opponent errors, as you can see, they are being kept to a minimum here. This is high-class volleyball from two world-class operators. These set of contact points for Serbia. Anytime you can get into that green arc, put your setter there, good things are going to happen, and they are operating at a very high level indeed. 87% at the moment. If your setter goes there, you should be expecting to find winners all over the place. You can go down the middle, he can take it to either side, he can even go for the pipe attack if he wishes. All the options are there. If he's out of that arc, the options diminish. The options will diminish for France here if they go on to lose this next set. That will effectively, you would think, knock them out of the 2018 World Championship. Remember, only the winner of each group is assured of going through to the third phase. The two best second place records out of the four pools will join the four pool winners. And if they were to lose this one, almost certainly they would not be able to win the group, and it would be unlikely that they could even finish second. So the French might as well play for their lives here, because everything's on the line for them. Remember, they came in with 11 points, Serbia 12. If Serbia wrap this up, they'll have 15. France will still have 11. The most they can get is 17. And both Serbia and Poland, with Argentina to come, that would, if they both beat Argentina, which they should, that will put both Serbia and Poland out of reach, whatever the French do. So it is must-win time then for the French, who start positively with Irvin and Gapper. Benjamin Toniuti then, double World League gold winner. Wonderfully creative setter. Ooh, that's a bit of a misfire. Petric just had to dump it over. And then the French miss a trick as well. And Grebenikov has kept that alive. And Gapeth finishes the job for France. And it's the Serbs looking a bit ragged early here. When you're dealing with two such classy teams as this, anytime you can spot a weakness, you have to go for it. They're not quite focused, the Serbs. Well, the French have certainly jumped out early here. 2 quick points. That's all it'll be. Side out then for the Serbs. Juris Kovacevic up next. Gapeth handles serve really well. Boye goes for the touch. That doesn't work. Might get a second dig at it. No, that didn't work either. There's all sorts of stuff going on at the net there. And eventually it goes against the Serbs. Must have just reached in right under the referee's nose as well, it has to be said. And Gapeth. Oh my goodness me, that's a misfire. That's a bad one as well from Strako Lisinats. Hasn't even got as far as the block. I think he just netted on his own. He didn't get the net call, did he? Oof. So Gapeth will continue. Petric handles. And Petric finishes the job. And Serbia need to just get themselves fired up a little bit here. Well, we could be heading to a 5th set. That'll please the Poles, who into this round of pool matches top of the group, because if it does go to a 5th set, neither team can get 3 points. Lisinats. Okay, back with interest, didn't it? Numbers for Alexander Atanasievich. 25 kill points as we just look at that one. Boye 19. And those two having big matches. Atanasievich could be heading for 30 points. Meanwhile, play continues. And Tilly is stuffed out of it there. Krizmanovic saying no way. Serbia can't afford to give away too many more early points. They've got to start making a stand here. They've got to start pulling some points back. Atanasievich is back to serve. Yet to find an ace in this match, Serbia. That wasn't far away, and Gapeth's done brilliantly. Boye tried to finesse that one. Didn't work though. Atanasievich. Well, he's pushed one way too long there and hasn't missed many like that. Mr. Automatic for Serbia. Half-heartedly thinking, well, maybe it took a touch, but he didn't believe it. And there's no challenge as a result. So Boye having a game on his own as well. 23 points for him after 3 sets. Petric. It's kept alive. Not that time though. Huge stuff, Nemanja. Petric taking care of Kevin Tilly there. serve. It's a good one, well handled by Gapeth and finished nicely by Tilly as well. Really good service reception this. That's a couple that Gapeth has handled brilliantly. Everyone's looking at the big cross court, and rightly so. It's the defensive work that set it up and helped produce that. Tilly now floats one in. Well, that might have taken a touch, did it? No, it did not. So back-to-back misses for Alexander Atanasievich. And it's France that get to the technical timeout with a healthy lead again. Remember, they led in the first set 8-4. Jogged to the finish line. Looks like we may be heading the full distance in this one.
Faut rester là, toujours aller au soutien, toujours s'encourager, toujours aller chercher, d'accord? Toujours faire ça. Oui, l'Olympique, c'est jouer à l'opposé de la jouer à l'opposé, tendu, renversement, après défense, prenez le temps, posez les ballons
Well, this one's taken another twist, hasn't it? Suddenly it's Serbia shaking. Well, the French cruising along here now. And Tilly, the outside hitter, stays on court. Really nicely handled. Great bit of setting there for Kovacevic to put it away. Cross court, side out. Yeah, look at that. Fake the middle. Krizmanovic. Oh dear. Close. Krizmanovic will check out as the libero Nikola Rosic comes back in. And the big fella Nikola Legoff will continue then for the French. That's Kovacevic. And that was an important win for him. Still Serbia chasing this one. Nice. What a lovely creative set that was. And Boye was waiting for it as well. He knew it was coming. And his eyes lit up as that set came his way. Oh, yes, beautiful, because everything was front-loaded on that one. He went for the reverse set instead, and Boye had the court to himself. Petric doesn't exactly handle that brilliantly. Yeah, that just has to be dumped over. A chance here for the French to claim another point. Boye, he'll do it as well. Yeah, again, service reception, not brilliantly handled. And Rosic is putting his hands up to say, yeah, that's on me. And already, even this early, it looks hard to see how Serbia are going to get themselves back into this set. And remember, they needed a French meltdown at the end of the second set to nick that one.
Ljudi, znate šta rade? Oni prebacuju nam ovako servis. Prebacuju nam servis i ne greše, ništa više. Majstori, nemojte da im poklanjate, pa gazite ih, nema potrebe da im poklanjate.
Let's see what difference the timeout might make. More changes, Ivan Kostic. The setter will come in. Nikola Jovanovic. will sit down, at least for this point. Talking of setters, it's Toniuti serving. And yeah, that's back to what Alexander Atanasievich does best. Side out Serbia. A little bit quiet by his very, very high standards. It's 15 or 20 minutes of this match. Back in business there. Kovacevic goes long. Side out France. Brings Gapith up. You would think one more ace serve from any French player will pretty much seal the deal as far as this set's concerned. Well, they're not getting one there, as Petric handles that. And he tried to finish the job as well, but couldn't. So the block did its job. And that, you would think, is us heading to a fifth set here. Serbia forced to take another time out here. Well, both these teams know about three-setters here. The Serbs lost to the Americans and beat the Russians over 5. France lost to Brazil and the Netherlands over 5. That, loosely translated, was a coach saying, I've had enough of this. Let's go. Too late to go because Irvin and Gapith is serving. Rosic has handled. Atanasievich can't find a winner. Boye can't either. Rosic has picked that up. They'll go to Atanasievich. There is a whistle there. That goes against France. Side out Serbia. A sizzler. That really is a sizzler. Somehow that is coming back. Great defensive work. Is it just a stay of execution? Yes, it is. And Atanasievich eventually cleaning up. But again, the French making them work for it. Great rescue there from Boye. All in vain. And Serbia trying to just find another level. There's still plenty of time if they can start getting it together here. As Lisinats will serve. Again, wonderful setting, absolutely wonderful setting. Kovacevic was in the backcourt defensively, but they had absolutely no idea where that attack was coming from, Serbia. Bring up young Barthélemy Chininiers, only 20 years old. Part of that World League's gold medal winning squad of a year ago. He's had a lot of playing time in the first round of the World Championships. That is Atanasievich continuing to just wreak havoc with those cross courts. Well, they got the odd block on him here and there, but not much. And Tilly on his own had absolutely no chance. Until he sold out, taking the down the line away. Just left the cross court. And Atanasievich decided, well, that's what I'll do then. Gapith with a great pickup and a big put away. Nicolas Le Goff taking that one and sending it straight down Main Street. But again, and Gapith is doing such a good job with his service reception. Boye. Petric wins that one. Double touch officially from the chair, and nobody in a white shirt is arguing about that. But it's still a big comfort zone here for France. Edge closer to the second technical timeout. Could be a 5-point lead for the French if this serve comes back. And Ruben Gappert stood right in the middle there. I want to try and avoid him, surely. Well, they did. They also avoided the court. So there we go. We do reach the second technical timeout with France just comfortable here, up by 5.
Pointu, diagonale, ok? On laisse le couloir, ok? Allez, encore.
Well, it's France's to lose this set. Well, this for sure. Could be in for a long night. Don't burn up all your energy just yet. We've got a 5th set coming here. Tilly with serve. Oh, that's a bad miss. Kovacevic. Slightly off balance. Any chance of Serbia recovering this 4th set? Surely gone now. Kostic out again as Jovovic comes back in. And Tilly will continue. Oh! Not exactly well handled there by Petric. It's going to give France a chance to mount an attack of their own, and Gappeth is denied. Tanasijevic is not. And that's a side out Serbia. Every chance that when they reveal the statistics after 4 sets that Tanasijevic may well be joining a very elite group of players. And it's gone 30 or more. It must be very close. Gappeth handles serve, pretty easy one there, and Boyer works the block to good effect. Side out France, still leading by 6 here. You just get the feeling now that both these two teams have settled down in the knowledge that this one is going to go all the way. Got a chance at this one. And Gappeth will just have to dump it over and hope for the best. And then getting the winner is Kovacevic. Side out then Serbia. Jovovic. Oh, yes. The backcourt attack coming in from Kevin Tilly. I've seen a lot of Tilly with the pipe attack. But he can clearly deliver from there. Side out France. Toniuti. Kovacevic. That's a really good serve. Somehow that has been kept alive by Jovovic. No winner. They celebrated prematurely there, but they get the winner this time. And it was Lisinats was there along with Katic. Looks like they haven't given it up yet, but it looks a very, very tall order to try and pull this back. Clawed to within 4 here. As Kovacevic will continue with serve. Ambitious one, just missed. And Gappert. That was a serve. Oh, it really was. Yeah, they've kept it alive, Serbia, but yeah, inevitable. That was going to be a French point, and that is probably the end of any chance Serbia have of turning this full set around. Boye finishing the job. It was full-on defensive mode. You just have to hope that your opponent's net will go long in a situation like that. Drazen Luboric will come in as Atanasijevic takes a well-earned breather. They're giving him, in fact that is more or less saying we've given up the set. And Atanasijevic is going to be told, rest up, we need you in the decider. So Serbia virtually admitting that this one is going to go against them. France can side out happily from here. Lisinats. To serve though, 16-21. Boye. The block was there but couldn't keep it in. And it's a return for Thibaut Rossard. And Nicolas Le Goff comes back in as well as Barthélemy Chineniez checks out. And Rossard back to serve, the man, remember, who had the big spike opportunity to win the second set. Only to put it wide, but he finds an ace now. And there's that miss of his now seems officially like a distant memory. Rossard then will continue at 23-16. Has kept that alive and finishes the job as well. Started it with good service reception, goes cross court, side out. Changes as Rossard comes out. And the libero Grebenikov comes back in with the French leading 2 points to take this to a decider. Bring up set point as Antoine Brizard will come in rather as Tomiuti comes out. This has been a pretty one-sided set. They lost it in the first 4 or 5 points really, the Serbs, didn't they? Boye with serve. Side out. I think everybody in this arena throughout the last 7 or 8 points has just said, well, get this one over with, let's get to the decider, let's get it on. Is this the last act of the 4th set then? Milan Katic serving. And that'll do it. The Serbs won't want to be showing that set in their highlight reel. Manhandled. Off to a slow start, never got going. 25-18. No question which team goes into this decider with momentum. But that also means neither of these two teams can pick up 3 points now. It's going to go all the way, but who can get the 2 points? And who's going to end up with the 1 point that you get for losing a 5-setter? So there we go. That's how the 4th set was won and lost. The numbers show, surprisingly, the attack points very similar. And Serbia out blocking the French as well. Look at all those opponent errors as well. Serbia sealed their own doom early, never recovered. And that is why we are going to a decider. So when we have a 5th set, it's no longer to 25. You still have to win by 2 clear points, but it is now a race to 15. Here's the set of contact points for the French, over 90%. That's very healthy. That's going to make someone like Benjamin Tomiuti look very good indeed. Just look at the efficiency there. Whereas for Serbia, in that last set, all over the place. A very, very different pattern indeed. And it's the set of contact points that really show where that set was won and lost. So is it going to be delight for the French? Well, the Serbs going to claim the 2nd point here. First to 15 then, you must win by 2 clear points. The winner will get 2 points, the losers 1. Now if France were to win, that would put France and Serbia level on 13 points. And if France, Serbia and Poland all beat Argentina as they should, that will take Poland to 18 points, which could mean that Serbia and France, if they beat Argentina and Poland, could both have 19 points. It would keep everything bubbling along very nicely. That is if France get the bonus point here. The Serbs will be after that bonus point themselves. Here they are serving. And the strong start has been made by the French. And Gapeth going cross-court. And if it's tough to overhaul a lead when you go to 25 points, it's virtually impossible over 15. A team gets a 3 or 4 point lead in this deciding set. There's usually no way back. Yeah, that was important. Lisinats. Gapeth blocked. Big block as well. I'll go the other way. Boye blocked out of it as well. Brilliantly. That's Petric. That's a big point early here in this 5th set. Boye has been such a source of points for them. Not on that occasion. Milicevic is on 32 points for this match. Boye is over 30 as well. What a pair of individual performances from those two. And which one of them is going to be on the winning end of this? And which one is going to be on the wrong end? Lisinats then continuing. Serbia 2-1 to the good. Always going wide, side out. On UT at 2-all. They're trying to just craft something there. Ooh, you're not crafting anything there against Alexander Atanasievich. And those cross courts of his that have been a lethal weapon. That'll be spike point, number 31. Yeah, with a couple of block points he's got as well. What a day he has had. Dropped in as well, brilliantly. And Boye again. And these two just slugging it out toe for toe. Maurice Torres of Puerto Rico racked up 37 points here against Finland last week in a pool match, which was a tournament high, just one shy of the all-time World Championship record. These two joining the Elite 30 club. There's a gap in nets. With both teams knowing the importance of just taking care of business in a decider. The first mistake is often the deadly mistake. You just can't come back from it. Katic with serve. Boye gets another winner. Very, very nervous times for both these two teams then. And it's young Barthélemy Chinagniez that's back at 4-all here in this fifth set. Oh, that's a great pickup from the youngster. Oh, and then just lost it there, Kevin Tilley. I don't think he believed it was his. Just didn't watch the ball. That was his ball all the way. And he just stumbled. Chinagniez has picked it up there, and then everyone's getting out of everybody else's way, and suddenly Tilley realizes, oh, that's got to be mine. As Le Goff was preparing to block. Now can Serbia pour it on here? Kuzmanovic with serve. Tilley. The block was there, but they couldn't keep it in. Big Sreko Lisinats. Wishing he could turn the palm of that hand inward. Instead, it's 5-all. Boye. Serving Kovacevic. Kovacevic is denied, but there's a whistle gone there. That goes against the French. And Laurent Tilley is having a word with the second referee there to say, well, can you have some clarification? And he's obviously got the clarification because he's walked away. So Jovovic then for Serbia. Who's going to make the breakthrough? Is that it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Lisinats getting the better of Le Goff. And it's the Serbs who put themselves in pole position here with that big block. Well, it's all about the left hand. And it's just dropped in perfectly off the Lisinats stuff. Jovovic then just floats one over. Boye. That's not going to be denied, is it? I think they're trying to say that Jovovic got his foot underneath that one, but I don't think they're going to argue it too much here, Serbia. Just whistle dead. Kevin Tilley will serve. The French need a point on serve to get back level here. Oh, he stuffed out of it. The deadly Atasanijevic blocked out of it, and that levels this one up once again. Well, was that Nicolas Le Goff? He was certainly over there. Yes, it was. The man who was blocked himself by Lisinats has come up with the block on the guy you can't miss with those cross courts, Atasanijevic. And we are level again. It was a bit of a stretch for the setter. There's a chance for the French here. And the chance is taken, and Gapet. And that was all because the setter was put in a bad spot there. Jovovic is unhappy about something, just talking to his coach. Might have been requesting a challenge there as the two sets of players swap ends. This is a very impressive little burst for the French. Is it going to be a winning burst? Well, they've certainly got some momentum, Laurent Tilly's side. They're not over the line yet, nowhere near. Nowhere near. But they were trailing. If they can get a point on Kevin Tilly's serve here, that will cement their lead. Jovovic. Oh, that's a desperate rescue there from Jovovic. He's kept that alive, and that one is not going to come back from Alexander Atasanijevic. Well, if you're going to get a block on the serve number 14, you better celebrate it, because that might be all you're going to get. Second time around, not a chance. Look how wide he's setting up. He's available, even though Le Goff is there. Going nowhere near Goff. Le Goff and Gapet couldn't do anything with it either. Kovacevic, 8-all. Ooh, side out France. And it's their not-so-shot weapon, Julien Lenil. These tricky little serves. Never going to dazzle you with his speed, but he does seem to make this ball move in the air. There's another one that's just swirling around. Handled. Now, can they bring this back? Yes, they can. Brilliantly done. Tilly with the finish. And that was Atanasijevic denied. And now France do have control of this match. As a result, Nikola Gerbic says we're going to call a timeout right here. France just 5 points from wrapping this one up now. That's a huge point. Great rescue work, terrific dig. Gapet doing his bit, and then Tilly finishing the job brilliantly. France closing in here as Lenil continues with serve. Well, that was delivered with venom. Sreko Lisinats. He aimed that at Lenil. Check back out there. Benikov comes in. Yeah, this might be the most spiteful hit of the whole match. Look how high that one's taken. You are not stopping that. No sign of a blocker anywhere for the French. Delivered the middle hit, can Sreko Lisinats find a point on serve to level this fifth set up again? Not like that. Side out France. The pressure stays on Serbia here. Lisinats out as Rosic, the libero, comes in. Toniuti with serve. Jovovic takes care of business there, and Krizmanovic finishes the job. Side out, Serbia still needing that point to get this level. An opportunities now. Thin on the ground. This is a net or a long serve. Reed comes back. France will be just 3 points from securing victory here. Terrific serve. It's the initiative to the Serbs, and of course it's Alexander Atasanjevic once again coming up with the put away to level it up again. What a match this has been. Well, there he goes again. This is all off the serve. No chance, absolutely no chance for the block. So Tilly now forced to take the timeout. Remember recent history, it's all been France when these two meet. They've never lost to the Serbs in the World Championships. They won 3-1 in the last stanza 4 years ago. They won twice earlier this year in the Volleyball Nations League. They won in the World League in 2015. Those 4 matches that I mentioned, the Serbs have managed just 1 set. What an opportunity they've got here to finally get one over the French at the very highest level. We're talking world level. Obviously they've met many times at European level as well, but at this very highest of levels, France recently have owned the Serbs. Can they put that right here? Both teams just 4 points from wrapping this one up. But is 15 going to be enough? Are we going to go deep? Atasanjevic with serve. Oh, it's a sizzler. What an ace from a man who's had the most outstanding game. Absolutely brilliant. Well, we'll leave the statisticians to tell us whether this has been an assault on the individual record books as well, but that was an assault right there. Is it in though? Is it in? The French obviously will challenge that. It's borderline, that's for sure. Any part of the circumference of the ball covers any part of the line, that means the ball is in. Has that happened here? And at 11 all, if you're Laurent Tilly, that's surely one you've got to challenge. Well, here we come. It's in, comfortably in. Three points needed then. But still, if it's side out, after this point, we're still level. This one just hanging in the balance now. Went for another big one. Side out, 12 all. Irvin and Gabev is a very dangerous server to pop up in the rotation. At this time, well handled by Petric. Oh, he was deep there, and Tanasijevic, the block beat him. Chiniyez, I think, was there. There's another win for the block. Can they get it at the third attempt? Petric. That's kept alive by Toniucci. Boye couldn't find a winner. Is that a winner? Oh, this is unbelievable. What a point. An incredible rescue there. And then finally it's put away though. Petar Kazimirovic. Well, the French defensive effort there was stunning. Block after block. The pancake from Grebenikov earlier. That rescue from Ngapev. And in the end, Krizmanovic broke through. It's the Serbs edging closer. But still, if it's side out here, we're still level. An ace serve now will put Serbia on the brink. Nemanja Petric would love one. Can he find one? Gapev deals with that. Boye deals with the rest of it. It was a really very soft serve. You see the guys when they net, when they go long, they're putting so much on it. But if you don't put something on your serves, they just come back. 2 points to go. Substitutions here, there, and everywhere for both teams. Cheneyes out, Rossard in for France, and Milan Katic has come in for Serbia as well, as Petric checks out. 13 all. Rossard then to serve. Who's going to win it? Pick a winner. Impossible, even from here. 13 all in the decider. Really important pick up there from the libero. They'll get another go at this, the Serbs. And that's another terrific pickup as well. Antoniucci, and it's been nailed. That's Ngapath that takes France to match point. Terrific digs again on both sides. Rosic brilliant for Serbia. Antoniucci even better for France. And Rossard will, after the timeout, serve for the match.
Idemo dalje, majstori, nema veze, ovo je udarac sredinu terena.
Well, if you've got anything left to say, now's the time you say it. So, is this it? Is this game over, or is it going to be side out? And we carry on. The ball in the hands of Thibaut Rossard for France. Serving for the match. Nope, it's a side out. Again, one of those high-risk, high-reward serves. Where we move on. Petar Krizmanovic now up to serve. Changes that see Cheneyes and Rossard out for the French. Tilly is in. And there is Tilly getting the win as well. Again, match point for the French. So a match point again, and the man who started this match so fast for the French with 3 quick kills, Stephen Boyer, will look to wrap it up as well. He started it, can he finish it? Here we go, a second match point for France. Oh, it's a real low one into the net. No way this was ever going to just be decided by 15, was it? Here we are, 15 all. Now comes Antoine Brizard as Antoniucci comes back in. We're seeing a lot of changes here with Alexander Okolic, a middle blocker coming in for his first appearance of the match and going back to serve as well at 15 all. Now that's a gutsy call. Nikola Jovovic, the setter, coming out. And it's the first appearance of Alexander Okolic at 15 all in the 5th set. Let's see what he's got hidden away. Flat serve. Tilly wins that one easily enough. Match point number 3. Okolic will go back out after his brief cameo. Jovovic will come back in. And here we go again. The 3rd time of asking. Tilly. Serve is well handled and put away with authority by Sreko Lisinac. Side out Serbia. Still we can't separate them. That was never in any doubt at all. The way these two are playing. If the serve is coming over as soft as easy as that, it's coming back every time. Juras. Kobracevic up next for Serbia. It's a better one. So well handled by Tilly. Now, there's a chance here And it's been taken as well. Alexander Atasanijevich gives Serbia their first match point. Well, he's done it again. Whatever happens, he and Stephen Boye have just had brilliant matches today individually, but it's Juris Kovacevic serving to give Serbia a 5-set win. Oh, and he's done it as well, an ace serve that completely bamboozled Nicolas Legoff. Took everything off it. That's a brilliant serve. No one was expecting that. And Serbia finally